This is Skari. This is a mirror universe video for Dick Beer and his 3,000 subscriber challenge. So, I'm going to do something funny today. This is something I'm working on. That's right. These are the paints that I will be using. And this is the paintbrush that I will be using to paint this over here. Let's get started. I put some paint on the plastic, and with this I do something like this, and then we're going to do something like this and put paint all over this thing here. So, we're going to use our technique to make it brown. Very, very brown. We have to do every single one individually. Make sure you spend time picking out the detail like that. Those little buildings, they'll look quite nice. And then we're going to continue. This is called a technique of some sort, like this. It's quite effective, doesn't take too long when you're trying to get the most out of your painting technique. Using some swirls also helps. Move the paint around and make sure you use as much as you want, as paint is relatively inexpensive at the dollar store. We will continue to do this, and of course there will be a montage in time. We shall return when I have completed this first. As you can see, we are progressing. It is taking so long that I thought I'd do a midway point video. Well, more than midway. Just continue to do this. It's quite extenuating and difficult to paint with a dry brush, even though it's not really that dry. So, of course, stay tuned as we continue to do the painting of such things. We're finally done. Now you can see it is entirely brown. And now we wait for it to dry. Well, maybe I'll cut back to when it is dry and save you some time. After all, it's YouTube. So, the paint is now dried, and now we get to do a lighter colour, as you can see. In the meantime, I painted an Aegis defense line, and I painted a building, because I like keeping busy. So, I will now show you how to highlight a dry brush. A planet. I feel like one of the old ones, creating stuff. So, make sure it's not got too much paint on it, and then just hit all the high areas without getting rid of the original colour. Like that, you bring out all the detail, and it will look quite fancy once you are done. Now we need some more paint. Now this, of course, shall take a little bit longer than usual, as always, so make sure you stay tuned, because I will return when I have completed the entire thing. Silly little rock. I have completed the second step, and it is now dry brush to the next colour. Nice browny ash waste. Now we will wait for that to dry as well. We're continuing here. I've painted some more buildings in saving time, and now I do the last lightest colour as well, so we will spill it all over the place. If the paint decides to come out, we shall see. Oh, apparently it won't. No technical difficulties. We'll be back. And there you have it. how to paint a campaign map as well as a variety of other things in 30 seconds or so, depending on how long it actually took me. I think it was a couple of minutes. This is my entry to the contest. See you later. Skari out.